Hey guys, Zach Evanesh here, undergroundstrength.tv, and just finished a workout. Actually trained with my athletes at the 4 o'clock crew. I rarely do that unless it's a very quiet group, but this group was an experienced group of lifters. I raised the energy level up, and I was just pumped up to train with these guys. It was something that I was fired up to do and that I take pride in. As you can see over my shoulder, we are at the original Underground Strength Gym, not counting mom and dad's backyard or the Underground Strength Gym from my first house that my wife and I owned. And one thing that was resonating with me was I've been doing a lot of stuff along the East Coast and have some highly experienced underground strength coaches that have been to every seminar I've held, be it training, business. They're leading from the front themselves. They're in there doing the work, training. They're representing what they do. And so we've got certifications happening in Austin without me and going to be in Omaha, Nebraska as well, at the Forged Athlete Gym in Omaha, and then in Austin at Travis County Strength. And for some reason, being here at the original Underground and deadlifting and going through a good workout, I was remembering, I just had this flashback of the first seminar that Mark Bell and Jesse Burdick did here. We're probably looking at about 4 years ago, possibly 5 years ago. And I had never met Jesse before. I had been pretty good friends with Mark. We had spoken very frequently on the phone, through email. We were on the Elite FTS Q&A back in the day, and we were having a lot of trouble getting people to sign up for a seminar that him and Jesse were putting on. These guys were two world level, elite level powerlifters, and this is before they were doing CrossFit seminars, and of course then they got booted from that. A little too much drama. And I remember we had one guy signed up, and I was like, holy shit, this is just insane. Nobody wants to learn. I'm next to a gym with a lot of powerlifters, and even they didn't want to learn. And I'm thinking to myself, how does nobody want to learn from a guy that squats over 1,000 pounds, benches over 500 pounds, when nobody in there is doing that? And that saying of acres of diamonds is in your own backyard. People were just, they're either waiting for the seminar to come to their gym because they won't travel. There's a lot of people like that. And then there's the people that are, oh, I don't have money, I don't have time, BS. And I told Mark, I said, dude, maybe I'll just cancel this seminar. I feel horrible. You're flying here from California. Jesse's flying here from California. You got to pay for your hotel. We're doing this for 2 days. I said, let's cancel it. He's like, let's just wait it out. I must have said it to him 2 or 3 times. And I just felt horrible. I was busting my ass trying to promote it. And he said, Zach, shut the fuck up. If there's one goddamn person sign up for this seminar, I'm flying across this country and teaching somebody how to get strong. I don't care if one person shows up, but I'm showing up. And that taught me a lot. You know, you see Mark Bell's videos, and I'm going to post them below on this blog at undergroundstrength.tv, about following through, about mental toughness, about doing what you say you're going to do. And when we're kind of in the thick of the challenges, sometimes we want to bail out because we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're so focused on the challenge going on now. And that taught me a lot about Mark, and that taught me a lot about life. It also taught me a lot about coaches. You think coaches want to learn, but they don't. They'd rather, spend time on Facebook instead of, getting to a seminar and learning and perfecting their craft and giving back to their athletes something better. But that taught me a lot. And I hope you take away from that lesson as well, that whether it's, a seminar, whether it's your work, being a parent, being a husband, being a wife, show up, be all in, follow through, do the whole thing. Don't half-ass it. The way I like to say to people, and I put this on my Instagram, life tip of the day, make sure you follow me there, at @ZEvanesh, is I said, your life tip of the day is that at the end of the day, I want you to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, if you gave today everything you've got, and if you can't honestly say yes, then you've got to work. You've got to get, back at it the next day, and you've got to attack the day. You've got to own the day. And that's how I like to look at things, especially when I'm tired, when I'm being challenged, when the chips are down. So that's something I want you to think about. And that's what Live the Code is about. When I say honesty, integrity, commitment, work ethic, the first aspect of honesty starts with you. You know, asking yourself, did I do everything that I could have done to succeed in this area? And it's in the gym and in life. So that's some food for thought on following through, and some, I guess I had like a flashback training here at the squat rack. And I'll tell you, that was the best damn seminar I've ever been to. It was a 2-day seminar. We invited friends to come in. We discounted things. We did whatever we had to do to make it happen. And it wound up being fucking amazing. And I always say, oh well, you know, the people that missed out, they missed out on something when Mark Bell and Jesse that was their first seminar together right here at the Underground Strength Gymnast, and it was amazing. Lesson, follow through and push through those tough times. Peace.